to the show, everybody. I am the Notorious B.I.V. And this is my boy, Paulie G.
How's it going?
Yeah. Welcome. I'm glad you're here to join us this beautiful Friday afternoon, evening. Anyway. All right. So.
What do you got there?
Well, I got stuff, Paulie G.
Okay.
Just stick with me here.
All right.
So today we're going to talk about the Mandela Effect.
Oh.
Are you familiar with the Mandela Effect?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Mandela Effect, in 2013, Nelson Mandela died. But all these people were like, wait, I swear he died like in 1985, and I totally remember watching it on TV and blah, 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 blah. And hence, it was dubbed the Mandela Effect. Right?
Because there's so many people in a group of people that believe something is true, even though it's not true.
Right.
People are just like, oh, really? I just thought that was true. And then the internet is like, no, sorry, it's actually this is true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's like it's not just one person experiencing it.
Right.
It's like all these people are like,
it's like a giant part of the population all assumes that something is true that's actually not true.
Right.
And it could be something small. It could be like, I've seen online like Shaggy on Scooby-Doo has an Adam's apple. It's like, no, he doesn't. It could be something stupid. It could be something stupid and small and insignificant. Or like Nelson Mandela actually did not die. He actually was in prison for a long time.
Right.
And then came out of prison and then was elected president.
So
and was president for a long time. Anyway.
Yeah. And so obviously you didn't experience that. Like you don't remember him dying in 1985 or anything.
No.
I didn't either.
Because that would have been when we were like 15 years old.
Yeah, and I remember like he was in prison, and there was like all the free Nelson Mandela and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And maybe people are just remembering that and like oh, he was imprisoned, and they're like thinking, oh no, he died. You know what I mean?
People are thinking like they died. Yeah, I guess he was out of the public eye for so long because he was in prison. Then maybe people just were like, oh, I guess he died. I don't know why people assumed that, but yeah. But
since I didn't experience that, I'm like, I didn't really care much about the Mandela Effect. However, the other day I watched a video that kind of got me thinking about the Mandela Effect. So in this video, it was saying it was like, did the Earth fall into a black hole in 2012 or whatever? Basically, was the premise, right? But people are connecting the Mandela Effect to like, say, it's like people are remembering. It's like reality's kind of like warping or fading away or like being rewritten, kind of. And what you're remembering is correct, but now it's different because like reality has like reset in a weird way. Okay, but stick with me here now.
Okay.
So, and since it was 2013 when Nelson Mandela died, people are kind of connecting it to like 2012 and saying in 2012, like something weird happened, because if you remember, like the Mayan calendar, like was like, oh, in 2012, like that's it, like people were interpreting it as like, oh, it's the end of the world in 2012, but then other people were saying, well, no, really the Mayans think it's more like a rebirth or a new age or whatever kind of a thing. And some people were saying, well, I don't know. There are different interpretations. However, so I was watching this video, and then like in the comments, people were like listing all these Mandela things, right? And one of them really got me. I was like, holy crap. And I think it'll get you too.
Okay.
But So, but just sort of generally speaking, a lot of people say like, oh, like things just are off since 2012. And some people say it was like, it goes back all the way to 2008. They're like, oh, I think things have been weird since 2008. But they say like people are just different now, and what else? Oh, like the sun, like the sky's different, like the moon and the stars and the sun are different, like they're off somehow. Weird stuff like that.
Okay.
Apparently you haven't experienced any of these things. Some people say that
have you?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Some people say that the sun used to be like warm and yellow, and now it's like harsh and white. I don't know. It's just some people say that. Polly G.
Huh.
Okay. But you haven't experienced that one. But here are some others. Okay. Have you ever heard of the Fruit of the Loom one? Okay. On the Fruit of the Loom underwear or t-shirts or whatever, like their little logo has a bunch of fruit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there a cornucopia?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Is there?
Some people think there was a cornucopia, but apparently there's not.
Oh.
But like a lot of people have experienced, like been like, I swear there was a cornucopia on that. Whatever.
Maybe it's just because they have that iconic image of fruit with a cornucopia, and so then they've like combined those in their brain.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times what happens is you have a memory of something, it's not a clear memory, and so your brain fills in the gaps. What your brain can't remember, it's like, well, I have to make sense of this, and so then it's like, here's a puzzle, some of the pieces are missing, and so your brain puts in things, and then you're like, oh, that's the way I remembered it. But then, like you've had people,
sure,
a car accident happens and people who were there swear that they saw completely different things, or the guy was wearing a different color shirt or whatever, and they all saw the same thing. So you can't really trust your brain very much. Your brain is going to do weird things on you.
But then the question though is like, why do a whole bunch of people experience that exact same thing? Like, why do all their brains do that one thing, right? You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like with the cornucopia, because you already have that image of in your brain of like, there's a cornucopia with fruit coming out of it. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
I can go either way on that one. Like I can kind of see. I mean, I didn't pay that much attention, So I'm kind of like, well, I could see a cornucopia and fruit, but I don't know.
I remember. I thought it was like on a plate or something, but I don't know. What do I know?
I don't know. Okay. Oh, here's a good one.
Okay. Is this the one that got you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But this one, but sort of. This one, okay, so is it the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstain Bears?
Oh, yeah. I've seen this online with this same thing.
So...
You mean, how do you spell it? Or how do you pronounce it correctly? Or is it the same thing?
Well, so...
I think it's spelled E-I-N.
Okay, that's what I used to think, too.
But it's not?
But it's not, Polly G.
Oh...
The Berenstain Bears, Polly G.
I was wondering what you had these books here for. Berenstain. Wow.
So, and I always thought it was Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
And like when I think back, I'm like I never said Berenstain. It was always Berenstain.
Right.
So that's weird. So maybe So maybe we're experiencing the Mandela effect right there, Polly G.
I think so.
But my mother-in-law pointed out the other day that when you hear that name, maybe you just expect it to be spelled that way because that's like,
I think that's
like
another part of your,
like a German name or something. You know what I mean?
And Berenstain is strange.
So that could be.
I think it's another thing of like your brain when you see a word, especially a big long word like that. Your brain isn't looking at every individual letter. It's just looking at the entire word and then making sense of the entire word, right?
It's the Berenstain Bears. Except I don't know if it might be backwards. Anyway, okay. So, but that one, like, I have always kind of thought that it was EIN.
Yeah.
But, That one doesn't like blow my mind or anything. I'm like, that's fine, whatever. Maybe I was wrong. Okay.
It's not like people who think that aliens came and abducted the entire planet and put us back on a different planet in 2012, and now everything's messed up. That's a little harder to go with than maybe
okay.
my brain.
Okay. Well, what about this, Polly G? Does the Monopoly guy have a monocle? Like, does he have a little monocle?
I want to say no, just because I think that he might.
He does not.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay.
But a lot of people think that, oh, I swear he has a monocle or whatever.
He seems like he would. I think that's another one I also saw online.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about this one? Oh, how about in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, what's the line that Darth Vader says to Luke? Like, Luke, I am your father, right? Like,
but he doesn't ever actually say that.
Yeah, it's like it's some I don't I've heard it's like, no, I am your father or something like that.
But the quote that everyone says is, Luke, I am your father.
Right. And that's like not even in the movie.
Same thing with Casablanca, right?
Oh, what's that one?
Play It Again, Sam.
Yeah, he doesn't say that.
I don't think that's actually in the movie. At least that's what I've heard. I've heard people say that same kind of thing where it's like, oh, this is a line that everybody quotes from a movie, and then you look at it and then there's actually not, that line isn't actually in the movie.
Okay. Okay, now here's one for you.
For me?
Because you're into cartoons and animation.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it Looney Tunes, like Tunes?
Oh.
Or is it Looney Tunes, Toons, like cartoons?
That would make sense that it's Toons, right?
Yeah.
But my brain, when I think about that, my brain thinks Tunes.
Like tunes?
But it would make sense that it'd be Toons.
I think it's Toons.
That would make sense because they're cartoons, right?
Yeah.
But in my brain, I can visualize Tunes though. That's what my brain is telling me.
See, weird, huh?
Yeah.
And some people would say, "Oh, it was Tunes," but like reality's like warping or something. Okay. And this was kind of a weird one. So Around the World in 80 Days. I'm not really. That was a movie, right? So the main character in that was it Phineas Fogg or Phineas? Wait. Oh crap. Oh no. Okay, here it is. Was it Phineas Fogg or was it Phileas Fogg?
I'm pretty sure it's with an N, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But some people think it was Phileas Fogg, which that's not even really a name. Like what? I don't think. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's.
Man, you got a lot on this episode.
I did. Well, okay.
You've done your homework. All right.
So Febreze.
Yeah.
Is it like one E, Febreze, or is it like two E's, like breeze, like the word breeze?
It's two E's, right?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I don't know. but anyway, I don't know. Some people remember like I mean, for me, it could go either way. Like I'm like, it could be Easy, or it could be Easy. Anyway.
What's the one that really got you? The Berenstain Bears one?
No, this is it. No.
Oh,
you ready for this?
Yeah.
This one is undeniable, Paul. Okay. The movie Moonraker.
Okay.
James Bond. You've seen it, right?
I don't remember anything about it.
Really?
Does he go to the moon?
Yeah.
James Bond goes to the moon? Yeah, I don't remember anything about this.
Yeah, it's like one of the craziest James Bonds ever. Like they go to the moon, this moon base, and they have a big fight in space. And
is it Sean Connery?
No, it's Roger Moore.
Okay. And
he has sex with a girl in space, and they're like floating, like, and the sheets are just like floating around. Anyway.
Yeah, I do not remember this movie.
I don't think I've heard that you can't have sex in space, like you, because you need like certain blood pressure and things for things to happen.
I'll take your word for it.
That's what I've heard. but people still like to think about it. All right. I mean, 0G sex, wouldn't that be exciting? I don't know.
Sounds like it wouldn't if it's not possible.
Okay, but in Moonraker.
In Moonraker.
Remember the villain Jaws?
Yes.
With the metal teeth?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he in Moonraker?
He's in Moonraker. And he appeared in several films there, and like Moonraker was the last one he was in. And in this at the end of Moonraker, he's like, I can't remember, like up on the moon base or something, like there are all these people. I don't know if it was like a little colony or something, I don't know, but there are all these people up there. And so like some stuff falls on Jaws and he's trapped or whatever, you know. And this girl like helps him out, right? And then she smiles at him and gives him this goofy grin, and she has braces. And he smiles back and he's like, oh, you know, and he has like his metal teeth.
Okay.
Like they're in love, you know?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, apparently she didn't have braces.
But people remember that she did?
Yeah.
Do you remember her having braces?
I remember having braces because that's the whole point. That's the whole joke.
Otherwise it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, like that's the whole.
So is it possible that there's two different versions of this movie, and one version, you know what I mean? Like they filmed it two different ways, and maybe people saw the version with braces, and then there's another version where she doesn't have braces?
I don't know. I saw, like, I was reading some of the comments, and people were saying, like, oh, the director said, no, she never had braces.
Really?
And people were saying, oh, I went back and looked at my VHSs and whatever's, and like, apparently they couldn't find it. So, So that one, I was almost 100% sure that she had braces. But again, maybe like, you know, maybe they took it out for some reason. Like, you know, maybe they didn't want to make fun of people with disabilities or something. You know, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of things get.
I saw a movie, Working Girl, with Melanie Griffith
and Harrison Ford.
Yes, and Harrison Ford.
Okay.
And I saw a rated R version, and I could tell you, like, these are the inappropriate parts that were in that movie. And I remember talking to somebody else, and they're like, I saw that movie, it was PG or PG-13. And I'm like, well, did your version have this in it? No. Did your version have this in it? No. So they must have had two different versions of the film that got released in the theater. One was PG or PG-13, and one that was rated R, and I saw the rated R one.
Or like it was edited for TV or something?
I think I saw it in the theater, though.
Really?
So I wonder if, I'm just using that as an example of, like, you could have two different versions.
Yeah.
There could be a version where she had braces and one that she doesn't.
Yeah.
And people saw the one where she did. Or maybe they saw it and it didn't make sense to them. And so then in retrospect, 20 years later, they think, oh, yeah, she had braces. That makes sense. Her not having braces doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't help you with that one because I don't remember that movie at all.
I thought for sure you would have seen that movie. Were you not a big James Bond
I was not.
kid?
Not really.
Really?
I remember seeing a bunch of the movies, but
they were a little bit adult.
I just didn't like him as a main character because it just seemed like
he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah, exactly. It just seems like he's going around killing everybody and sleeping with the girls, and then
that's true.
And I'm like,
that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I don't really admire this guy.
Mm.
Some of them I was like, whoa, really cool action sequences, you know.
Yeah.
But and it's not. I'm not against action movies, but I think nowadays, I don't know, like Mission Impossible, for example, I feel like I connect a lot more with Ethan Hunt as a main character because he's not that kind of a sleazeball who just goes around killing everybody for, you know, like killing people and having one-liners about how, haha, I killed you, you know.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That's just me personally, but.
Yeah, fair enough. The Roger Moore James Bonds were like were pretty goofy. They were pretty like hokey and jokey and stuff.
Yeah,
a lot. But
and that's what Moonraker was.
Yeah, Moonraker was like that, and like yeah, Moonraker was pretty hokey. It was like yeah, pretty goofy. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. So
interesting.
Yeah, so there you go. Apparently, you have not experienced the Mandela effect to a great degree.
I don't guess not.
But so if you guys have experienced any Mandela effect, leave a comment. Let us know, like, did we miss anything? I tried, I got as many as I could, you know. But if we miss some, let us know, and we'll discuss those another time.
I'm reading a book right now all about conspiracy theories, and I'm almost done. And it's gone through a whole bunch of different conspiracies, going way back to like World War II, like Adolf Hitler, Henry Ford. But one thing I think is interesting is you could have something happens, people don't know exactly. For example, somebody gets killed, like Princess Diana or something, right?
Okay.
People don't know exactly what happened, so people start making up all these conspiracies, and eventually they're like, oh, we actually found out this is really what happened. But now it's gotten so blown out of proportion and gotten so crazy that people don't remember that these conspiracies got debunked. All they remember is the conspiracies because that's what got people all excited and all crazy about things. So I wonder if that has something to do with this too, where it's like people's memory of what happened is distorted just because people came up with their own version of it and talked about it and said it enough times that that's what you remember more than actually. I don't know. It probably doesn't have anything to do with some of these things, like whether Berenstain Bears is spelled Berenstain or there's Looney Tunes or Febreze or whatever, but
yeah, I don't know. So there you go. We may have fallen into a black hole in 2012. That was one theory, but like it was.
I think if you look at Occam's razor, I don't think that's the most likely explanation for these things.
True. Okay, maybe we're not in a black hole, but maybe we are. And if you guys have experienced the Mandela effect, leave a comment. But we'll see you all next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
And get your Christmas shopping done. I'm trying to do it early this year so that I don't, because I always leave it to the last minute and then I have a crappy Christmas.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Or do it early, good idea.
Yeah. Do it early and then you have peace of mind.
There you go. And then you can relax and enjoy the holidays.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Have a good one. Love you guys. Bye.